Global Adolescent Project was created to fill a void or gap in assistance for youth. Global Adolescent Project, known as GAP, was founded by me, Dr. Nancy Sobel, and Matt Vassir, both California residents who met while volunteering in Haiti in the aftermath of the earthquake. We were working at a camp for internally displaced persons. We encountered many youth who fell in a gap and weren't eligible for available services. They were too old to qualify for most children's programs and too young for adult services. The biggest need that they expressed was to be able to go to school. As we started enrolling them in school, we discovered that many other challenges. Primarily, most of these kids had no parents looking after them, and they had no place to live. They were hungry and were surviving in unsafe and unsanitary conditions. We had to expand our mission to include shelter, self-care, and social skills. We also decided to develop a program that could become self-sustaining. We were aware that although we began in Haiti, there were other kids living like this all over the world. So we decided to develop the pilot project in Haiti with the vision to expand globally. We feel that youth are in the unique position to become very influential in the development and rebuilding of impoverished countries. Education is fundamental to that objective, but additional support in other life skills is essential. It is our immediate goal that all our participants complete at least secondary education. We are also providing training in life skills, such as home maintenance, food planning and preparation, budgeting, trauma resolution, and resilience development. Peer support and mentoring is a key tool in our project. As our kids learn to support themselves and each other, our long-term plan is that they will become resources to other youth globally, with whom they'll connect electronically for ongoing leadership development. In order to achieve these goals, we need funds to increase our staff, provide transportation, develop local resources for job skills training, and expand our access to technology. The leverage points that will make our organization successful are rooted in our core values. Passion. We are fueled by a passion for what we do, both on the side of the board and on the side of the participants. The kids are determined to use the assistance that they receive to improve their lives and create a productive future. Collaboration. All decisions made on behalf of GAP kids are made with input from the kids themselves. Sustainability. It is our vision to teach our kids to be self-sustaining. Older kids are already helping out younger kids, and eventually we want our pilot program in Haiti to help kids in other countries as we expand. The spirit of Pass It On is reflected in every endeavor. Cultural sensitivity. We are committed to an awareness of language and communication, family structure, and problem-solving styles. Because we employ local residents, we are more easily able to navigate connections to attain our needs, integrate into the community, and foster general goodwill for our program. What has made us particularly effective is that we have developed culturally sensitive relationships with other organizations on the ground, including schools, health clinics, and potential employers. Our networking is uniquely expansive, and in our first pilot program in Haiti, Global Adolescent Project has become widely known by government and non-government agencies alike. We have personal relationships with local individuals who care deeply about our kids and are constantly contacting us with ideas for increased effectiveness. Additionally, our board is quite diverse and also has a wide network of resources across the globe that are aware of what we are doing and are working diligently to improve our services. The overall goal is to increase quality of life for disenfranchised youth globally. 4 key metrics are being used to measure quality of life: access to quality education, access to safe shelter with adequate sanitation, access to 3 nutritious meals per day, known as food security, and access to quality health care, including mental health. Although we are an American-based organization, we are committed to providing services to all our participants in their home countries. We utilize local resources so that they continue to grow and flourish and become contributing members of their society, thereby helping to rebuild their own country. We have been 100% successful at enrolling all of our participants in school and keeping them enrolled. None of our kids were in school at the time they joined our program. 90% of our kids were living in temporary shelters, and now 100% are living in permanent homes. All of our kids have improved scholastically, including 2/3 of them jumping grades since enrollment. We have completed post-traumatic stress disorder evaluations on 90% of our participants. The kids are also in a resilience training program in which they have each identified their signature strength and continue to build upon it. Our pilot project has become widely known in Haiti and has a great local reputation. Our most recent accomplishment has been moving into a larger home which accommodates more participants. Local Haitian house parents manage the home. Additionally, half of our kids have become multilingual, including some level of English. The vulnerabilities of our organization include the fact that all of our kids have survived terrible trauma and are not yet trustful of their continued security. We have had to create a new form of blended family that includes groups of siblings living in the same home with other kids who are unrelated individuals. This has created some competitiveness with regard to sharing resources and attention. Another challenge is that Haiti, the location of our pilot project, is a very unstable environment, both in terms of natural disasters and political instability, making any headway vulnerable to backsliding. The operation of the organization is done via text, Skype, and email between the U.S. and our pilot project in Haiti. It would be great to employ full-time staff to train local staff so that the project could more quickly become self-sustaining. Lastly, we want to develop a better marketing plan for Global Adolescent Project so that more kids who need our help are aware of our services and how to gain access to them. With additional resources, our organization could expand each of the 3 tenets of our mission statement in more countries and with many more participants. Some of the ways we would expand include provide full-time in-country training for local staff for the first year in each country. Rent more living space with house parents for each home. We would be able to purchase transportation and hire drivers, and get more kids in more schools. We could provide Wi-Fi and expanded electronic resources, and increase our resilience training program. We'd like to develop and expand our peer support and mentoring programs, and access more local workshops and training opportunities for our participants. We would like to network internationally with like-minded organizations, particularly in the area of mentorship and job skills development. Additionally, we have found that most of our participants have younger siblings who are interested in participating and becoming a GAP kid. We would like to be able to keep these families intact, especially since they've already lost their parents. So although we focus primarily on adolescents, we recognize that we sometimes need to include and provide for younger siblings of GAP kids. This necessitates increasing partnership with other local organizations. Another important area that our organization recognizes is the need for research on adolescent orphans and the progress that is being made in providing services to them. One of our dreams is to give them a voice by completing research that tracks their needs and their progress so that more of these lost children can get help around the world.